here I am again, making another video, really having no idea where I'm going to take it. Just gonna let Spirit come through me. I did want to say thank you to every single person who has shared with me how the video I made them feel and what they are going to do with it. I know a lot of you have gone and made introduction videos on your channel or reintroducing yourselves, and that is like so beautiful. I got a dog. I don't know if you can hear her in the background. Come here, Leia. Come here. Her name is Leia. We adopted her the other day. She's a sweet girl. I'm super grateful for her. She's been a really nice, calm energy for me. I mean, she is a bit of a puppy. She's 3. It's been really nice to have just something here for me to set boundaries with and practice, you know, just unconditional love again with. I had a dog pass away rather recently, and our relationship was long and interesting and complex, but he was definitely my first experience of unconditional love that I can definitely or I am definitely aware of, and I miss him, but I'm happy to have this girl, this sweet girl, and all she is here. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for sharing yourself. Thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you for feeling safe to be vulnerable with me. I feel like it's kind of my superpower that I meet people and they tend to always say that they feel like they feel safe with me. And sometimes that brings like a lot of tears or an emotion will come through, and I'm just so grateful to be able to witness that for others and to allow them a space to be in that. It just is really beautiful, and again, I'm just really happy that that is something that I offer or that is within my energy that others have noticed and seen. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I tend to be someone who doesn't really see my gifts until somebody points it out. So what that means is I'll flat out think everybody does the things I do. I mean, do you resonate with that? Leia! Something must be outside. Leia! Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on, Leia. Come here. Leia! She's coming. She wants me to let her outside. There's been another dog around, though, and she's not fixed yet, so I think she's trying to find him. She's so curious. But anyways, do you resonate with that? Are you somebody out there who doesn't notice what natural gifts and talents they have until somebody points it out? And then you're like, oh, I thought everybody did that. I'm definitely that way. I've been singing my whole life, and I kind of put it on the back burner forever, thinking that like I'm not good enough, you know, to show it. Ooh, I know where this video is gonna go. I already feel it. And I'm just kind of like I'm super creative, but I go to this space immediately in my head I hear, aren't we all? We're all creative, and we are. But I think I use those voices to keep me from sharing it, from showing it. I do this whole like, well, everybody does that, and it's beautiful for everybody. And I take the like special nature of who I am right out of it. Wow, that's an interesting reflection. So yeah, I'll talk a little bit about where I've been. So I've been in this like portal of owning where I have kept myself small by creating this idea that things have to be perfect in order for them to be seen. So I'll elaborate. I've kind of done this like thing forever, and it wasn't until I had a session the other day with this wonderful woman, Kuan Yin. Yes, the Ascended Master Kuan Yin. This is a woman whose name is Kuan Yin, and she I talked about her in the last video about going to this place and knowing I needed to go to see her, and so I made the appointment. So I've now gone to the appointment, and it was she calls a lot of what she does catharsis, and it was a moment of that for me. Ever since speaking to her and really uncovering where perfectionism has just ran my life, I've had multiple moments of catharsis and of grieving all the things that I didn't accomplish, or not, I don't really like that wording, all the things I've kind of just ignored or put on the back burner for fear that they're not good enough to be seen yet. It's like not embracing the journey, you know? And she helped me uncover that with some really interesting, deep questions. She's also a Scorpio rising and Cancer moon like me, which I loved that. It was such an interesting reflection back. I hope to collaborate with her. I really do. If it unfolds in life, it's meant to be. And so, even this, okay? She's a dog, just like my children. I have 2 little girls. They're gonna interrupt things, and they're gonna, need attention, and it is what it is. It's just, there was a moment or points in my life where I would have been like, this video is done, scrap it, the dog interrupted, I can't go on. And that's just not true. So what she told me was that part of my gift and my purpose was to show myself imperfect. And I so resonated, because every video I've ever posted on Instagram where I'm crying and really honoring my emotions and just sharing something that I'm going through, really vulnerable, it's been so well received. And I think that's because that's not something you see all the time on the internet. It's not something shared often. And we get these highlight reels of perfection, of things looking so great. And we don't see the process. And so I guess part of my purpose is to show that process and to let go of perfectionism. We took a deep dive into where there's going to be a little break in the video, it's probably weird right here because it stopped. I ran out of memory, but I fixed it and now I'm back. So what I was talking about is we chatted about where the perfectionism came from and where it stemmed from, what we dug to, which she calls Pearl Consciousness, which my name means Pearl, and I know anyone who watched the last video watched me uncover the beauty in that. So it's very interesting that she worked within that. Synchronicity is so beautiful. And so what we found was it's so funny to be petting a dog that looks like my brother's dog as well. It's just wild. I had a brother growing up. He passed away when I turned, right before I turned 18. And he used drugs in ways that, I have no judgment there, because I've also had my own journey in that realm. So anyways, he, when I was growing up, he was troubled and needed a lot of attention. And I was younger and very light and bright, and therefore I feel like I took on this idea that if I could be perfect and hold it all together and do what everybody needed me to do, that it would all be okay. And it came through me for the rest of my life as, people pleasing and not setting boundaries and reading into other people's energy as if mine isn't important, and not showing myself to people because I believed that what I had to offer was not perfect. And I created like a whole business before where I'm at now, selling, and I still do some of it, and I'm in this phase of just letting things be reborn into what they're meant to be and letting things die where they're needing to die. But hey, just trying to get in the plants. Through that business, fought with this same notion of wanting things to look a certain way before anyone could see them. And a lot of times, because I was in a survival mode based off of the place I was in my life, I would kind of push past that and just be like, you know what, it's good enough. And then I would let it go and show it. And you know what I would be met with is people who loved every minute of it. And sometimes I would get so confused as to if they were there to buy the products or if they just wanted to talk to me. And I think the lesson in that was that I was already through that working through this notion that I have to be perfect to be seen. Do you feel that way sometimes? I do. And I don't want to feel that way anymore. I don't want to be that way anymore. I don't want to hide myself away with this belief that I'm not good enough to be seen. And I don't want to keep up this facade and then be so sad that nobody notices me. Because I do that. I mean, I don't know if maybe you can relate. I will want so badly to be seen. I will want so badly to be noticed and understood. But I won't give anybody anything in order to truly understand me. And it's like subconsciously, I will just show up as this put together and bubbly and, and that's not always how I'm feeling. And then when I'm met with, I don't like being someone who works with spirit, though we are all always doing it all the time. There's that voice again. But being someone who does that, I'm sometimes met with people who want me to be perfect all the time. They want to come to me and they want me to be this energy of, what they are hoping to become one day. As if they're not already whole within themselves, It makes me so sad that we feel that way. That we believe that we are broken and that we need fixing. That's so sad, huh? I hope you don't feel that way, and I hope that you know that you are not broken and you do not need fixing, and that it's just a hard day. It's not a hard life. Just letting that come through. And so I guess when people do that, I get upset because I want to be able to be myself. I don't want to always have to be put together and what they believe is perfect in their eyes, but yet I can, under the surface, feel into what that could be for them and mend and mold and siphon and become this way for them. And sometimes it's such a beautiful thing to be able to be that shape-shifting energy where others can feel comfortable with me. That part of this is beautiful, and I am so grateful for it. But the part where I don't get to be seen as me, I don't like that part. And so I'm working in this field right now of how do I come over that hump and really just embrace the pain and the chaos and the imperfection. Ever since I had that session, every single thing in my life, it's like I'm being met with like, nope, you don't get to make it perfect, you just have to do it. Nope, you don't get to make it perfect, you just have to do it. Even with this today, I was really proud. I just sat down with the way it already is. And I know to everybody, it's beautiful. I got this for Christmas from my partner, Dane. I love it. Do you want to hear it? So chimes are an energy clearing tool, and they can balance so many things at once because so many different tones are being heard. They're very angelic to me, and I really love them. She also loves them, so it's no surprise she's coming over to see. Again. Mm-hmm. Do you just feel it in your soul? I'm gonna go the other way. I love it. I'm a Reiki practitioner, and anytime I've been having sessions, or even when the girls are around, and I can tell, Leia, I can tell that things are getting kind of like amped up and everybody's really supercharged. This has been a really good balancing tool. And then also to just clear energy after a session, or to bring myself back to a balanced place. I really, I'm really enjoying this, so happy to share that. So yeah, I'm in that space that after that session and everything started to, I believe when we have sessions with people, when we go and we take the time to exchange energy with another and to allow them to see us and really like zoom in on something that maybe we're not recognizing. And that can be done through Reiki, that can be done through just like a talk therapy session, that can be done through sound healing, that can be done through a shamanic session. There's so many words for this stuff, whatever it is, whatever someone has created, their authentic, unique expression of themselves that people are medicine. Your authentic, unique expression is medicine. So when you just step into someone's field and you allow them to truly see you and then work together to create more wholeness, your life starts to unfold as the ceremony that it is, with things or challenges to allow you to practice what you've now let be seen, what you've unearthed, okay? And that's happened in my life now. Even right now, I did a Reiki session with a friend, and I thought we were going to do it over Zoom. She wanted to do it in person. I really love her. I wanted to see her. I'm a bit of a hermit. Sometimes I'm not really interested in being in everybody's energy, but her energy, I love her energy. I hope you watch this, Audrey. I love you. But she came, and I couldn't clean up the girls' toys. There's dishes in the sink. It's just not perfect, whatever that is. People live here, right? Come on. And it's I have this part of me that knows this, but doesn't act like she does. Her actions very much lean towards this pressure I put on me, on her, whatever tense I'd like to speak in, about needing to be this way and needing it to look a certain way. And then I'm guised with this other side that's see me for who I am. Well, I have to be willing to show it. And so she came, and it was fine. It was beautiful, and it all fell into place effortlessly. And I really fucking love when that happens. And it's all comes from surrender and letting go of control. So yeah, that is what unfolded from that session. I am happy to update and where I've been in my own journey and what this retrograde has really been showing me, and all the other placements in the sky and all the things going on and the culmination of this entire year and where I'm headed, and I'm just happy to be on the journey and to release expectation more and more every day, and the expectation of perfectionism within myself. It's okay for that girl to leave now. It really is. It's okay for me to just want to tune in with my heart a little bit, because I feel like something needs to come through, and it's just always on the brink, and then it doesn't actually process. I do this sometimes, so I'll put my hand over my heart. You could do it too if you want. Breathe deep into my body, and I'll just find that little girl, that 5-year-old little girl inside, and let her make herself known wherever she wants to be. Give her all the power And when I meet her, when I find her, I get to her level. Just look in her eyes with so much adoration and so much love for who she is, for what she is, for everything she's ever gonna be, everything she ever was, everything she stands for. I just look at her. And then I just let her know that that does not have to be the way she is anymore. That it's safe, I'm safe. For her to be different now. For her to let go of that part of her that she may have grabbed onto for survival. But she doesn't have to do that anymore. Because we're not in that space anymore, and that we are safe. It is safe here. Mercury really be retrograding. I was in the middle of some expression, and then my phone decided for the second time to say no more memory, and I have to delete things. So I know what I'll be doing before I make my next video. Deleting more things so I have more space. But no, like what I just did, expressing, crying, getting it out, and then moving through them, like there's some frustrated energy in here. There's some actual, like, all those times that I put somebody else in front of myself, that I decided that I have to look a certain way for somebody else to fucking love me. Like, ugh, no. Done. You just stomp your feet on the ground. Ugh. Right? Done. I'm done with that. Done with that, girl, and I'm allowed to be frustrated with it. So for this whole 30 seconds, I'm just going to stomp my feet as hard as I can, and then I'm going to breathe it out. You want to join me? Okay, go. Keep going. I probably look crazy. I don't even care. And then stop. That was for her. Because that stuff can't be in here anymore. It has to go. We have to make space for who we really fucking are. We have to make space. I love that. I love this video. This is amazing. I had no idea what I was going to talk about. Well, I don't have much more time before my phone tells me again that it's no more memory. But I thought about extending a blessing. Last time I used my bowls, and maybe I'll do that time and again. And I blessed you with the chimes, but maybe through my voice. Let's see. Channel through the wisdom of your soul, through the heart, through the channel, through the wisdom of your soul. It's time you own your truth, my love. It's time you own your soul. It's time you own your truth, my love. It's time your soul comes home. Through your heart, through your channel, through your sacred soul. Through your heart, through your channel, through your sacred soul. It's time to own your truth. show yourself. It's time to own your truth, my love. Don't you dare lie to yourself. I love you. I'll see you soon, okay? Let me know in the comments if you like this. Subscribe, all that good stuff. And follow me on Instagram @FlowFreebird with a Y. Bye.